Imagine the roar of a packed stadium turning against you in an instant, not for a bad call or unsportsmanlike conduct, but because of a chaotic decision beyond your control that leaves fans furious and your focus shattered. That's the nightmare Jack Draper lived through at the 2025 Miami Open, a moment that sparked global headlines and exposed the raw underbelly of tennis scheduling gone wrong. Hit that subscribe button now for more insider scoops on tennis's biggest dramas. In the sweltering heat of Miami, Jack Draper stepped onto the grandstand court as the newly crowned Indian Wells champion, riding high on a career-best ranking of world number 7. Facing off against the rising Czech star Jakub Mensik, Draper started strong, breaking early and building momentum in a match that promised to showcase his aggressive baseline game and powerful serve. But as the second set unfolded with Draper leading 4-3, chaos erupted from the stands. Hundreds of Brazilian fans, who had camped out all day to watch their teenage sensation João Fonseca take on Hugo Humbert in the following match, learned of a last-minute schedule switch. Fonseca's clash was abruptly moved to the main stadium court, forcing the disappointed crowd to evacuate in droves. Their frustration boiled over into deafening boos that echoed across the arena, drowning out the sound of rackets striking balls. The umpire had no choice but to halt play, creating a surreal pause as players stood bewildered amid the exodus. Draper, trying to maintain composure, later admitted the noise made it impossible to hear the ball's impact, throwing off his rhythm in a high-stakes tiebreaker. Mensik capitalized, unleashing 21 aces and clinching straight-set tiebreaks for a stunning upset. Online, fans lambasted the tournament organizers for poor planning, with many calling it an embarrassing fiasco that unfairly disrupted Draper's performance. This incident not only highlighted the vulnerabilities of top players to external mayhem but also raised questions about crowd management in major events. As Draper exited the court to a mix of sympathetic applause and lingering jeers, the episode became a talking point, fueling debates on whether such disruptions could derail careers at pivotal moments. The surprise twist? Fonseca went on to win his rescheduled match, turning the fans' anger into national pride, while Draper reflected on the ordeal as a harsh lesson in tennis's unpredictable nature. Tennis Insider here, delivering the unfiltered pulse of the court. Stay tuned for more. Shifting gears to the electric atmosphere of the 2025 U.S. Open, Jack Draper found himself at the center of another storm, this time in the revamped mixed doubles event that blended star power with controversy. Partnering with American powerhouse Jessica Pegula, Draper dove into a format redesigned to lure top singles players. Shortened sets to 4 games, no ad scoring, and a 10-point tiebreaker decider, all backed by a bumped-up prize pool of $1 million. The duo, strangers off-court but dynamite on it, stormed through early rounds, including a shocking upset over Emma Raducanu and Carlos Alcaraz. Their chemistry sparked laughs and banter, with Draper even belting out Goo Goo Dolls lyrics during changeovers to lighten the mood. Yet, tension simmered beneath the surface as the event's legitimacy came under fire from doubles specialists who felt sidelined, labeling it a gimmick that disrespected traditional play. Draper added fuel to the fire in a post-match presser after their quarterfinal win, casually describing the tournament as a bit of an exhibition format, emphasizing the fun of teaming up without the usual singles pressure. Pegula, ever the professional, swiftly corrected him mid-sentence, insisting it was no exhibition and deserved full competitive respect. This exchange went viral, drawing backlash from fans and pundits who accused Draper of undermining the Grand Slam's prestige, especially amid online rows where doubles pros like Sara Errani and Andrea Vavasori decried the changes as an injustice prioritizing spectacle over sport. The surprise element unfolded in their semi-final clash against Iga Swiatek and Casper Ruud, a nail-biter that saw Draper and Pegula push to a 10-8 tiebreak loss after splitting sets. Post-match, Pegula playfully teased Draper about his sparse Instagram follows, joking she wouldn't earn one despite their run, adding a human touch to the drama. This episode not only spotlighted Draper's candid style but also amplified debates on evolving tennis formats, leaving viewers questioning if such innovations enhance or erode the game's soul. As the dust settled from these twin tempests, Jack Draper's 2025 season emerged as a roller coaster of resilience and reflection. From the Miami booze that tested his mental fortitude to the mixed doubles mishap that thrust him into format wars, Draper navigated criticism with a mix of humility and humor. In Miami, he empathized with the displaced fans, hoping they enjoyed Fonseca's victory despite the disruption, while in New York, he backtracked slightly on his exhibition remark, affirming his love for winning in any setup. These incidents revealed a young talent unafraid to speak his mind, even if it invites scrutiny, drawing parallels to past stars who challenged norms. Online rows intensified, with supporters praising his authenticity and detractors claiming he lacked reverence for the sport's traditions. Yet, the bigger picture painted Draper as a bridge between generations, his competitive fire undimmed by setbacks. Pegula's light-hearted apology for their semi-final exit, attributing it to her fatigue from a deep singles run, underscored their budding camaraderie, turning potential rift into relatable rapport. The surprises kept coming. Despite the loss, Draper's exposure in mixed doubles boosted his profile, attracting new fans intrigued by his off-court quirks like limited social media engagement. As tennis evolves with packed schedules and innovative events, Draper's experiences serve as a cautionary tale on the fine line between innovation and integrity. Looking ahead, with upcoming tournaments like Shanghai on the horizon, Draper vowed to channel these lessons into sharper focus, proving that adversity forges champions. Tennis Insider signing off. Don't miss our next deep dive. Finally, wrapping up this saga, the backlash from both events underscored a pivotal theme. In tennis, external forces and internal comments can ignite fires that burn long after the final point. Draper's booze in Miami exposed organizational flaws, while his mixed doubles candor fueled format debates, but through it all, his passion shone. The moment of surprise. Amid the criticism, Draper gained unlikely allies, with Pegula publicly doubting his Instagram reciprocity yet praising their teamwork, humanizing the high-pressure world. This narrative isn't just about one player, it's a mirror to tennis's shifting landscape, where stars must balance competition with commentary. As fans dissected every angle online, Draper's story became a catalyst for broader discussions on player welfare and event evolution. Subscribe to Tennis Insider today and smash that bell, your front row seat to tennis truth awaits. Sinner and Alcaraz dueling for glory. He nearly joined. Suspense simmers. Has the pause recalibrated his rocket serve, or sown seeds of caution? Fans flood his feed with #ComebackKid, but Draper knows, the real test awaits Australian heat, where fractures either heal or haunt. Deep into winter's grip, Jack Draper's rehab odyssey crescendos toward dawn, his arm no longer a traitor but a tempered blade, forged in the quiet fury of unseen hours. December brings breakthroughs, full scrimmages in Miami bubbles, where sweat-soaked sets against sparring partners draw scouts' nods, forehand lasers intact, serve velocity spiking to career highs. The bone mends, scans glowing green, but the mind? That's the Colosseum. He confesses in a Tennis Channel confessional, dark days questioning if the body's betrayal would bench the dream forever. Enter the elders, Henman's tactical dissections over Zoom, Rosetsky's elbow survival tales a balm for bruises. Amaya jets in from shoots, their downtime a ritual of board games and baseline banter, her laugh the antidote to isolation. By January 2026, he's touring qualifiers, a wildcard entry in Adelaide, a stealthy shakedown, 3 wins, arms silent as a shadow, crowd chanting his name like lost time reclaimed. Stats scream redemption, 85% first serve points, 0 double faults in clutch. The surprise? A Doha rematch invite, where he reprises his finals run, topspin symphony silencing skeptics. Media frenzy reignites. BBC hails the Draper's delay as Destiny's Detour, X ablaze with edits of his Indian Wells roar morphing into US Open resolve. Yet echoes persist, a minor flare in a practice pull-up tests metal, but he counters with biomech tweaks, serve mechanics refined like a watchmaker's art. Off-court, he launches a junior clinic series, Draper defies, funding arm braces for underdogs, turning scar into sermon. The narrative arcs triumphant. From Flushing Meadows fall to Antipodean fire, his story a siren for every player who's stared down the syringe. As Australian Open looms, Draper's verdict rings clear, 2025 broke me open, but unbreakable's my baseline. The world tunes in, breath bated, will he storm semis, or surge to the summit? One blistering backhand at a time, Jack Draper reclaims the roar, proving injuries don't end eras, they ignite them. Tennis Insider signing off, thanks for unraveling Draper's unbreakable thread with us. Hit subscribe, notifications on, and spill in comments, what's Jack's first 2026 slam target? Let's rally for the rises.